So we at Stonecliff, there's as you know, well, as some people would know, there's a large area of our neighborhood here, the Upper Ottawa Valley or North Renfrew, that was flooded in the 1940s when the government built hydroelectric dams at Rolfton, and the flooding of the villages of Stonecliff and Mackay were an outcome of that, and this was sad for the people there because they had settled there 80 years earlier, so that's like 2 or 3 generations they've been living. They'd cleared the fields by hand with horses, and then the government people are wandering around, and there's 1929. There's land surveyors making up maps for the area, and they've been told that things are going to happen, and I guess eventually they were given notice to move, and this wasn't that what they wanted, but it's in the name of progress, right? And it's not a protest song, but I wrote a song about the flooding of these villages. And it was inspired from scuba diving on the site and sitting on the front steps of St. Zephyr's Church. And under 20 feet of water, and the Ottawa River, 20 feet of water, all you see above you is this dull orange glow, and everything is dark. It's like when you get up to go to the washroom in the middle of the night, you can barely see. That's kind of scuba diving in the Ottawa River. If you let your eyes adjust to it, you can kind of see. So I'm sitting on these church steps under 20 feet of water, and you could feel the wear from people walking on these steps for 80 years or whatever it was, and all the weddings and church services and funerals and all that. And so I thought, so anyways, that's where this song came from, which is called Holden Pond, and it's a song that pays tribute to the people that were displaced by the flooding. And so here we go. It was time, they said, for progress to be made. A survey done back in 1929. Farms and towns and even lakes and streams, they were all to be given to my dreams. But I will never forget my land. My feet still feel the stones in the sand. I will never forget my land. I still see the patterns on her hands. Landscapes seen by peoples long have passed. For thousands of years the deep valley cast the sounds and smells and sights of age. The time had come with promise and with wage. But I will never forget my land. My feet still feel the stones in the sand. I will never forget my land. I still see the patterns on her hand. Every day the waters rise, hold still blanket out in eyes. Friends afar and distant cries, forever gone under, like in the light. The church steps rest with the fences and the roads, empty fields and our hearts of heavy load. The houses moved and new plots to be had, but the spirit stayed and their absence left us sad. But I will never forget my land. My feet still feel the stones in the sand. I will never forget my land. I still see the patterns on her hand. Every
recall when, I guess it was shortly after we moved here, we were listening to one of your streams and you were doing that song and we both started harmonizing with the chorus.
Yeah.
We were just like, oh, this would be dynamite right here, just because
Yeah.
it like lends itself so well.
It
Like
does.
all of this kind of music, right, lends itself so well to harmonies, all that. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know what? And that's what when I write music, I love leaving lots of room for that. So my vocal parts are often quite simple for that reason. And then when I recorded,
By the way,
this awesome album,
Yeah.
I found from going to an open mic at Burnstown, the Neat Cafe, and we met this young woman from Ottawa who's a fantastic singer. Jenna Steele is her name, and so she sung backing vocals on most of the 12 songs, and wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh, unreal. And right now, actually, what I'm doing with this for fun is I'm kind of remixing some of the songs to simplify them a bit. I'm taking out the bass and drums and creating these acoustic mix so I can bring up Jenna's backing vocals more and the mandolin more and the banjo and that sort of thing. And is it ever fun doing that? It's really neat rearranging music, and that's the thing about music is it's not just playing and writing the music, but the arrangements are another art form altogether. So it's really fun playing with that. So I have a website, www.marcaudetmusic.com, and on there there is this album, and there's also a section in the songs area where there are some of the remixed songs. So you should check that out. It's really cool.
It's super cool.
So I want to continue to do that as another sort of side project, while doing other things too. So anyway, so that's what that's all about.